One. From the 10th Annual Beaufort International Film Festival, Anthony Reynolds, the short film, The Visitor,
Yeah.
a thriller.
Yeah, a little bit.
An unexpected thriller.
Yeah.
It was good, tight, and this is the essence of short filmmaking. It took how long to shoot this movie?
6 hours.
6 hours. And how long does it last?
3 minutes. Well, yeah,
Right.
under 5.
But it's an intense 3 minutes.
Yeah, it packs a punch. There's a lot in it.
Tell me a little bit about how it came together.
Yeah, Ben Pellington, the director, and Savas, his partner, came to me with a script. They had this notion of kind of a twisted story about a prison visit or a psych ward visit within the prison system. And they brought me the script, and I said, yeah, I like the concept, let's brush up the writing. They did, brought it back to me, and then they got Cullen, and then he and I,
The other lead.
Cullen Moss, fabulous actor, Cullen and I worked through it before we actually went to shoot that morning. I mean, he was in the makeup chair being touched up, and I'd already been through the works, and we just kind of went through it and scratched some stuff and wrote some new stuff in, and then we tried a couple things on set, and it came together. I mean, we had a crew of about 25,
Yeah.
and we shot at Screen Gems in Wilmington, North Carolina.
They gave you the day.
Yeah, they gave us the day. Yeah.
This is something you also said during the Q&A that you had a stationary camera.
Yeah, the camera didn't
The
move
set
except
moved.
Yeah. So the set was actually built out of foam core and plexi, and so it was on a wheel dolly system. So for the two shot, down the middle, they just turned the wall, and then we would change the background because he had the camera behind him up on the wall, and I had a different background behind me. So they would, when they shot all my stuff, they just took all that stuff off the wall, and then they put his stuff up, and so we just switched chairs, and the camera stayed static.
Speaking of chairs, you sit in a couple of different chairs with this film. Yeah,
a little bit.
Okay, yeah. How did it come up? It was developed by a couple of
young guys. Yeah, Ben Pellington I've kind of mentored since he was 17. When I moved back from Los Angeles, his dad came to me and told me kid's got an eye for film, and he said I want him to do what he wants to do. So kind of mentored him through the years, and then he came back to me and asked me, he's asked me a couple times to do things, and this one just felt really right. And he had Cullen attached, and Cullen, of course, was in Times Like Dying last year.
Right.
And so it just worked, and they brought me the script, went back and forth with some kind of rewrites, and they set a date. I was in town. Cullen was in town, just usually
just happened.
It was happened to say it worked out.
Someone else pointed out that you two look like you.
Yeah,
maybe could be brothers.
Yeah,
if not the same.
I've been,
you said you're the same person, at least as far as Facebook is concerned.
Oh well, Facebook, the facial recognition program has tagged me as him and vice versa.
Again,
and
technology.
Yeah, and then at Cucalara Festival we did this film with back in November. I had people coming up to me, Cullen, great, great scene. I'm not Cullen. Yeah, he's got hair. I don't. I had a hat on, but yeah, we've been mistaken for each other. Yeah, so.
How important is short film to features, the relationship?
I'd love to make short films where people want more. And I want it to be a snapshot out of a feature perhaps, and that's kind of what I do with Times Like Dying. But, I think they're a great calling card. I know for me, I did one 11 years ago, 12 years ago called Sons of Thunder. And it was a great calling card for me. It was a World War II film, and it got me a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it's kind of been a leading force in a lot of this kind of roles I play. I play the cowboys, cops, and killers, and that's kind of right in line with kind of my career, kind of how casting sees me, how producers and directors see me. So I try to make things, I tell actors, if you want to be seen in a certain light and they're not casting you in that light, create your own content. And I think content creation is something is so much more available this day and age with the great technology we have. I mean, you heard Gary Weeks talking about, $28 from Moe's and $28 and two DSLR cameras.
You can be an executive producer.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think short films are a great calling card, and they're a great entryway into features. And I've been doing features for 22 years, and but I still love doing these when the right one comes along.
We love having you back.
Well, thank you, man. It's so humbling to be invited back, and I was just telling someone it's one of my favorite festivals in the country. I've been coast to coast, north to south with them, and there's nothing like Beaufort.
We'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
All right. The film is The Visitor. Watch for it. Get more at BeaufortFilmFestival.com and LowCountryWeekly.com.